Hello everyone, Paul here, and I've been getting a lot of emails from people who are kind of confused about how the class works and when things are due, and I'm getting enough of these that I realize that it's my fault. So, and I also remembered that I promised y'all a video kind of on how things are going to work and what we're going to do and stuff like that, and I hadn't done that yet. So the first 2 weeks of school have been insane. I've got students in my face-to-face classes testing positive for COVID. I got all kinds of weird stuff going on, and I apologize. You guys kind of fell through the cracks a little bit, but here I am, and let's talk about how this is going to work. So really the easiest way to get a course online is just to record my lectures, put them up, and let you watch them, read the book, and work on review questions for the test. I know it's not the most exciting way to do an online course. I apologize, but that's kind of what we have here. Okay, so let's take a look at the course content. And so we do that. We see two modules really. Let me look at this the way you guys would look at this, so I can make sure that you're seeing that I'm seeing everything that you're seeing. So we look at this, and we've got first of all, here is a link to Zoom in case you need to talk with me and have me draw something for you. You want to see me, whatever, we can do that. This is a link to the book, which I have actually right here. There's the book. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. Syllabus addendum, COVID information, things like that. The syllabus is here, but really what we're really interested in is down here. And I know it looks very simple compared to your other online classes, and it looks very different. Okay, but first of all, notice that we've got scheduled test dates. Test 1, we got 2 tests. Test 1 will be open from October 8th to the 11th. Test 2 from December 6th to December the 8th. Okay, and then if we look into Unit 1 here, so we see a few things. We see an introduce yourself discussion, which most of you have done by now. Thank you all very much. This is, just as it looks like, the review for test 1, right? And so we've got some questions here, and the idea here is that if you can answer these questions, you will be able to answer the questions on the test. And so really you want to focus your work on understanding these questions, right? If you would like to write out answers to these questions and send them to me, I will be happy to look at them and advise you if something isn't right, or if you have too much information or not enough information. But this is really, the study sheet for the first test. Okay, so where do you get the answers to these questions? Well, there's a few different sources of information in this class. Okay, one is the book. Okay, it's an online book. It's a very good book. We all love this book. We use it for everything now. It's a great book. Okay, so for example, plate tectonics. Here's plate tectonics. You can read about plate tectonics and all the cool things about plate tectonics. There's videos and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, your other source of information, though, and maybe depending on how you learn and how you access information in your brain and how you get information into your brain, the other source of information. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. Sorry. The other source of information is my lectures, right? And so here I've got links to lectures. There's 2 lectures on plate tectonics, minerals, igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. That's the first unit, right? If I come back here to the book, we can see plate tectonics, minerals, igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, right? So chapters 1 through 6 in the book are the first test. Now, do not go into the book and study things that I don't talk about, or that, more importantly, aren't on that review sheet, right? This review sheet that I just showed you, I won't show it to you again. That review sheet is is really what you want to base your studying around. Now, as for timing, I kind of looked at it, and if you did introduction, scientific method, set those aside for a second. If you watched one of these lectures a week, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that would be 8 weeks. That would bring you right up to the first test. Okay, if you wanted to go a little faster, go a little faster. Okay, I know we're in week 2 now. Sorry. Okay, but so by now you probably want to have watched plate tectonics. Okay, and maybe minerals. Okay, actually no, because we're only in week 2. Okay, so and I am going to get a plate tectonics activity out probably tomorrow, maybe today. I don't know, next day or two. Okay, I will get that out. Okay, so I know this is unusual for an online class, but what you want to do is work on those review questions, and once again, once you get those, you want to go ahead. If you want, you can send them to me, and I will be happy to look at them. Okay, so as for pacing, about 1 lecture a week ought to get you there by the beginning of the week of the test. If you want to be done a little early to give yourself a little more time to study, speed it up a little bit. Okay, couple other things in here. Okay, so first of all, here are the words from the PowerPoints. So if you want to print these out and kind of watch them and make some notes on here, if that's the kind of way that you learn, then absolutely feel free to do that. Right. However you get information into your head, do it that way, okay? And then let me go back here. Here are my PowerPoints if you want to look at them. I don't know, whatever, but there they are if you want them, okay? And then the videos of the lectures. A couple other random things, review, notes. This is the geologic time scale. If it comes up, are you going to come up? Do I need to find another one? I might need to find another one. It looks like I do. Okay, they moved it. Okay, I'll fix that. But this, when it works, sorry about that, guys. When it works, this is a scale that shows how geologists divide up the history of the Earth, right? Most of us have heard the word Jurassic, for example, usually with the word park after it. Well, the Jurassic is a time period. Okay, one of 3 that make up the Mesozoic, the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. And so, geologists have divided up the history of the Earth this way. And what I will put here is a scale that will show you when those time periods are. So that as you're reading along and someone uses the word Carboniferous, you're like, I don't know when that was. You can just look at the time scale and figure it out. And so I will get another one of those up for you, no problem. This is a handy thing that I made. My internet's being weird. Okay, it's working. Great. This is a handy little chart on plate tectonics, showing the 3 different kinds of plate boundary: divergent, transform, and convergent, what you can expect in earthquakes, what you can expect in volcanoes, and where you can go to see one. It's a handy dandy little chart. And one of the questions on the review sheet, let me go back here real quick. I could have done that better, but that's okay. If we look here, let me see, review, there we go. One of the questions on the review sheet is, where is it? Describe the tectonic setting for each of the 3 types of plate boundaries. See chart. That's the chart I'm talking about. Okay, and so yeah, our activity for plate tectonics is going to have to do with plate boundaries. I'm going to get that written today or tomorrow, and get that up too, so that y'all can do that. It will be helpful for the test. That's my idea with the activities. Is as I do them, they will be things that will help you get information into your head for the test. Okay, so there's that. Let me show you another thing here, and that is this link here that takes you to a website that is a VARC. This is a learning styles assessment. um, different people learn in different ways, right? Several times here in the last few minutes, I've said, however you get information into your head, do it that way. And the reason I say it like that is because different people learn in different ways. For example, I've got, a bachelor's degree, from, I've got an associate's degree from Tallahassee Community College, a bachelor's degree from Florida State, and then I've also got, went to Texas A&M for a master's and a PhD. So all that schooling, I never once recorded a lecture. That's not how I learn. I learn by manipulating things, by reading things and stuff like that. And so, there's no sense in me recording a lecture. None. I would not learn that. I wouldn't, right? And, likewise, people get very frustrated because everyone's like, well, make flashcards, make flashcards. Well, if you don't learn that way, you make all flashcards in the world, it's not going to help, okay? This is just a simple little questionnaire that you can answer. I don't know, what is that, 10 or 15 questions? Hit OK, and it will not only tell you how you learn, but it will tell you how to study. It's a very handy thing. Most people don't know how they learn, and this will help. It really will. I'm not going to require it or anything like that, but I've had a lot of students do it and really like it because it helps them study effectively, right? I never did really take a questionnaire. I just kind of figured out that, I learn by seeing and doing and touching and reading, not by hearing. If you send me to the grocery store and you want more than 4 things, I'm going to need a list, y'all. I will not remember. I will not remember. And so, anyway, there's the bark. Okay, so second half of the course is the same as the first half. There's unit 2, and it's the same. The lectures are a little bit wonky. There's not this many lectures, right? This is just a quick video on a pyroclastic flow. This is a documentary. I'm gonna get all the lectures in one place and get all the supplemental videos in another to clean this up a little bit. But you don't need to worry about this yet, right? You want to concentrate on test 1, okay? And so what you want to do, once again, unit 1 rather, introduce yourself if you haven't already. I really enjoy that. I'm going to go in and take my time and read it all. This is what you want to concentrate on, okay? As far as everything really revolves around answering these questions, okay? You can use the notes, you can use the book, you can use my lectures, whatever, right? Depending on how you want to do it, how you best process information, okay? Once you have the answers to these questions, once again, if you would like to send them to me so that I can look at them, I am happy to do that. And so I'll get us a new time scale so that we have that, and I'm hoping that will clear things up, right? This isn't like other online classes where you have, this to do by this date, and this to do by this date, and this to, and that, and this. This isn't like that, okay? And if that's really what you like, I'm sorry, okay? This is more like a face-to-face class, just pulled online. Okay. If at any point you have any questions, email is really the best way to get in touch with me. Okay, shoot me an email and I will be happy to get back with you. If I need to do a little video, we can do that. If you're really having trouble with something and we need to jump on Zoom, I can do that. If you want to come in and talk to me face to face, I can do that. So just let me know how I can help. Okay, but what you want to be doing is using the book, using the notes, using the lectures to get good, solid answers to those questions so that you can study those for the test. All right. Okay, I hope that clears everything up. And y'all have fun. Geology is a lot of fun. There's some really interesting stuff going on right now on Mars and some other places. And so, by the way, if you are a person who really likes having books they can touch, I've got more geology books than I know what to do with. If you are like, I would really like to have a hard copy book, let me know and we can work it out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm staring at my bookshelf and I've got geology books for days here. Okay. So anyway, so work on the review sheet, and yes, look for an activity on plate boundaries that you can expect to not be difficult to do, and to help you a lot understanding plate boundaries for the test. All right. Okay. Like I said, email me if you have any issues. Otherwise, just let me know if you have any problems, guys. Okay. All right. Everyone, take care. Be safe out there. I'll talk with you later. Bye bye.